Welcome in, Trash. Indeed, you are first. Yeah. I'm glad to see you back in. I'm happy you're here. So, do you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna work on the new model, on our model. Yeah, thank you.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Thank you, Cheetah. Thank you. Hold up, I might be slightly loud. I'm seeing myself going into the yellow and I'm kind of like, ah. Yep. So yeah, like I have the model on hand right now. I mean, on hand. Right in front of me on my tablet, and I'm getting ready to start. Yeah, good luck for that. It's gonna be alright. I promise you it's going to be okay. There's no reason it shouldn't be. There's no reason it wouldn't be, you know? Okay. So 3 minutes until the ad starts. Alright? Okay. I'm gonna do some adjustments to my desktop and stuff. So I'll mute a little bit, okay? Enjoy the music! Yeah, you're gonna have to turn on the AC in the car. You're gonna have to be careful about that. I'm glad we're not in the midst of summer yet because I still have some time to prepare, but goddamn do I hate the heat. I hate it so much. Why would you hide in a hoodie? You don't have to hide, you know. And what if you are rotund? You don't have to hide, you know. Like, do you know how many people are rotund and round? Like, it's stupid to hide. And if people got a problem with you being round, it's not a you problem. That's a them problem. And that goes for anybody listening. Like, don't feel like you have to hide yourself from the outer world, because, like, who gives a shit? Like, as long as you're not, you know, being indecent and parading naked, like, whatever you look like, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay? Like, do not stop yourself from wearing stuff just because you feel like, people wouldn't like to see that, because this is stupid. If you're comfortable in hoodies and, like, want to wear like, those types of clothes, that's completely okay, because at the end of the day, you do you. But again, you do you, not you do what others tell you to do, okay? Or what others expect you to do. Like, Hi, Vinyania! Hi, Vinyania! Welcome in! I'm doing okay. Not gonna lie, yesterday I was so exhausted after the stream, because I'm not used to streaming again quite yet, but I slept well, so I'm good. You just wish felt on me, but it be what it do. Aww. But yeah, thank you. Oh, speaking of this, I forgot to take my vitamin C this morning. I will have to take that a little bit later on. But yeah, like, also something that caught me, like, completely off guard. Hold up, let me go to just chatting, and let me, like, oh, boom. Perhaps, like, right here. So, I got myself some melatonin so I wouldn't have a hard time falling asleep, but I still completely like, something that I didn't expect is that instead of just being like normal melatonin, it was called, I can grab the packet actually. It's called melatonin flash. And goddamn, does it not mince those words. Like, yesterday I was like watching anime with a friend of mine, with two friends of mine actually. Yeah, Out Like a Light. I took it, and like 5 minutes later I was yawning my fucking jaw off, and I was lightheaded. My head was starting to spin. So I was like, oh god, I need to get to bed right now, because if I wait any longer I might not be able to get to my bed. It was kind of crazy. But I'm still happy, you know. I fell asleep, I slept well, and in the morning I got my good breakfast, my chalky milk, my buttered toast, my butter toast. It was really good. And I ate a little bit earlier as well, so I wouldn't be, like, you know, lacking energy. So yeah. But thank you, Beniania, for the potassium. I need it. Hi, Alice. Welcome in. What do you think of the just chatting scene? Do you like it? Yeah, oh, you're going into the shadow. Yeah, thankfully you don't work too much. Me gusta. You like Good. That'd be good. I thought it would be neat for you guys, like, for us to have, like, a little bit of a room. So, yeah. I thought it would be neat. And like this, you guys can see yourselves in the chat box. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm careful with the fire. But yeah, I really like it too. I bought myself a pack, like a streamer pack. And so like you know, you've seen the art stream layout, right? It's like this, and then I just have to shift myself over here, right? And I felt like this was good. Yeah, somehow I'm better with fire than with water. Oh my god. But like and now it won't happen again, you know, because I changed the position of my computer. And so now it's on top. And I have like my water, and it's away from the fucking computer. Fire, 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 as the avatar attacked. It was the Fire Nation. And just like the avatar, I got stuck in a giant iceberg. You've eyeballed a few packs. Yeah, I have a closed bottle. I have a closed bottle, but like oh, you mean one where like it's literally just like a straw or something? I would love to, but I cannot, because the reason why I'm using my water bottle, like the current one, is because it had on the lid there is a little string that makes a loop, and so that helps me, you know, be a little bit what's it called? That gives me a little bit of autonomy for when I need to refill the water bottle, because you know, I'm in crutches now. I cannot walk by myself, and so I cannot carry stuff around as easily as I would beforehand, and so I have to use this water bottle, because like with the loop I can just put it onto my crutch, and so I can walk around with the bottle. This is why I use this one. I still think it's a little bit small to my liking. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but at least I can be like by myself and do stuff by myself a little bit. So that's literally the whole reason why I'm using this. But where you have only hole for drinking to twist open. Also can twist it open and close. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But for the moment, this is the only bottle that I have that I can use by myself. So yeah. Yeah, I have the PC higher up. Don't worry. Like it's on my desk now. It's secured. Don't worry. It doesn't risk anything now. Yeah. Yeah. So now we are good with all of this. But yeah, like it's something that I'm going to look for, because what I need as a water bottle is a water bottle made of glass. The PC repairs, they were kind of expensive. It was 1,000. It was 1,100 euros. So, yeah. Like what is this? What is that? But let's talk about the elephant in the room, lol. Yeah. Like because the two components that were harmed was my graphics card, and my graphics card is a 4070 Ti, and so it's very expensive. like technically speaking, yes, but no. So the graphics card by itself is worth 900 euros. No, not a 600. It's more 900, at least in France, because we have the we have the TVA or the VAT, value added taxes. So the taxes is 20% of anything. So the graphics card by itself was almost the entire price, and then on top of that the motherboard was also fucked up, and the motherboard itself was like 180 euros, and so there's 20% of the graphics card, 20% of the motherboard, and I also had to pay the dudes who repaired it for me. And like the price for that I paid them was like 45 euros. But because you have like the VAT, it turned into 59 euros. Like, yeah, like literally in France, and it's worse the more expensive an item is, the higher this will become. Like the shit, I forgot. Hold up. Boom. The higher this will become, like it's really expensive over here. Like I saw the detailed bill, but yeah. And so thankfully my parents they took the bill. So this is why I got my PC back. But obviously I'm not gonna. Yeah, I had a 4070 and I think there was like something added, like a 4070 Ti plus. So do you want something imported? Because like what the fuck? Yeah. No, it wasn't under warranty because it didn't take into account human accidents. So if the 4070 was yeah, Ti. So if the graphics card itself was faulty, then they would have changed it for me for free. It would still fall under the warranty, but because it was a human accident, it was me pouring water onto the PC. It was like, yeah, I agree, but sadly they do not make a difference if it's a cat or if it's a human. It's still an accident. I might accident. Oh, I wish, but no, this is just a VV accident. This is just like a whoopsie daisy, and sadly, in court, it doesn't fly. The guys who took care of the PC, they did tell us that if we wanted to, we could try to fraud, and lie about what happened. And maybe we could get reimbursed by the insurance and make it fall under warranty and stuff. But like my mom and I, we looked at each other and we're like, nuh-uh. We're not about to fraud. We do not trust ourselves. We're scaredy cats. We want to do stuff like right. So yeah. But yeah, let's look back at this girly right here, because like we have the dress, we have the idea. And let me see about the it's the coat. I want to look at the coat. I really like the way it falls and stuff. So instead of being like a no sleeves attached, it adds sleeves. We still see a bit of the shoulders poking through, and I like the idea that if I lift my arm, the sleeves follow. And I also like this little part right here. I also like this. right? I really like this idea of stuff like floating out, almost as if I'm like wrapped up a little bit. I really like it. As for the face, I also like what I came up with. Obviously, I will have to differentiate the horns a little bit more. But yeah, and then the hat. The hat we didn't get to design too much. So I wanted to focus on that a little bit today, if you wouldn't mind. Because yes, so we have the hat shape. We make sure we get rid of this and the hair back. Okay, so hair back, boom. So we have like the classic Vivi hairstyle. Now I need to find myself some options for all of this, right? I want to see what we can do. Don't know if I have the will to do it. I mean, if you want to go ahead, it's there. Like I will cry, but it's there for a reason. But make sure that you're like willing to spend this. No, it will be a surprise. Okay. So what I'm hearing is I have a little bit of a respite before it happens. Okay. Okay, so you gave me oh my god. Hi Boo. Hi. By the way, did you see the little shroomy I made for you? Hold up. Recent. Look, this is the Voosh room. This is the Voosh room. This is you as a shroomy. It's silly. And couldn't find in the Discord because you dumb. No, don't worry. It's because I haven't posted them in the Discord as of yet. Because I want to polish them, but this is yours. Let me make sure that you have like yeah, it's the Voosh room. It's the Voosh room. I'm happy about it. Yeah. It's the Voosh room. Yeah, I like it. It's the sexy Voosh room. I want to make sure that you look sexy and beautiful. So I'm adding sparkles. There you go. Yeah. No, you don't kill them. You make sure that they transform into a mushroom. Oh my god. But yeah. And so right now for today we're working on VVs on my next model. And I'm kind of struggling because I want to make sure that the hat is looking good. And like I know I want it to be big and stuff. You can be what you want to be. You are Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, the cheetah shroom. Yeah, actually, I just love all the little shroomies. Give them little death. Yeah. That's the point. Like, they die, but they do not completely die, you know? It's like Teehee, you dead, but not really. Alright, so about the hat. What? How will I do this? Okay. First, I think I'm gonna get rid of the bow for now, just so that I can see the shape of the hat. For real. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, boom, boom. Poof. There we go. Yep. So this is how it folds. Like, we obviously have, like, the thing for witches, right here. And here we would have the little thing that I have on, right? So the little embellishments, the little gold thingy. Boom. Kind of like this. And then it goes like this, if I remember correctly. Right? And then you have the little mushrooms, but instead of having them being like just offshoots, I'm thinking of having them like grow from the hat, you know, a little bit. And then there would obviously still be the little ones that go like this, right? A little bit like this. La petite mort, oui. I missed this. You coming up with little phrases in French. I always thought it was neat. It was cute. I like it. Oh, and yesterday, oh my god, I don't know what happened to the Discord. There was like so many people were trying to make puns of different names. So Rezo was the prime victim, the prime target of those jokes. But I remember someone who was like VO something, and I was like, bro, okay, I'm done. I'm closing Discord now. I'm going to bed. I'm too tired for this shit. And I thought it was really funny. And even though like I was acting all fed up, I still think it's kind of cute. Yeah, resonate nice. I love Rezo. I love everybody. I love you guys. You're my lovely little shroomy. And I'll try to make sure that the shroomy is a little mascot that either you'll be able to add to the stream, and maybe I'll try to see how to make you what's it called? Be able to interact with me through TTS with the shroomy. I'll try to see if I cannot do that. Oh my god. Once again, Zenny's here to pick a fight. Yeah, he's been here the entire time. Were you truly the first one to be here, Trash? Or was Zenny first all along? Oh my god. And here we go again. And in the meantime, we have like a fucking sad song going on. But I still love it. I still love this song. Because it's from King Gnu. I don't know if you guys know this dude, but he has done quite a few, like he has done I think one ending for Banana Fish. And yeah. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so no, boom. There we go. People be bonking. What type of hat should I? Maybe I need to. Which? F sheet. Oh, okay, okay, hold up. You know, usually when I'm streaming, I try to have Discord closed because like it fucks up stuff. What are you DMing me? You haven't sent anything yet. Uh. Mm, 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 mm. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. This. Well, like this. Okay. This one I kind of like. Okay. Then we have those that I can look at. Good. There we go, cool. I have the broom, boom. Don't think I will add a broom to my character. I don't think it's necessary. But... Yep, like this. Yep, I like it. And then underneath we get like another one like this, and then we get like the little, right? Yep. Boom. I think I might just like grab this like this. You slink back into the shadow? Alright. Boom, boom. Should I have something like this where it's like kind of cut at one point? Kind of like this? No, I don't like this. It doesn't look neat. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Time to focus a little bit. Alright. So we have this. Okay. Yeah. Didn't like the where the playlist was going. Sorry about that change. But because I'm working on my design, I like to have like something specific for my playlist so that I am in the right mood. Yeah, kind of like this. Like this. Yep. Like this. Yep. I think I like where this is going. I go right in the back. Just so that I make sure that it links back correctly. like this, right? And the idea of having like something drop from the hat, I think I'm gonna keep because like I like this idea, right? Mm. Mm. Okay. Should I have filigree on the hat? I'm thinking I should. Like, that would go like more or less like this. Yep, and then it goes like boom. And then whap, boom. Mm-hmm. Mm. Boom. Wow. I'm sorry I'm a little bit more like quiet. I'm kind of trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm kind of getting in the zone, and I wanted today's stream to be a little bit more chill in a way. And I'm still thinking because I know I want like I want the hat to be striking, but not too complicated as well, because I know that I'm going to draw the hat a little bit more like mm, uh yeah, like this, right? We could still have like the rows of pearls that we have on the current hat, right? As a callback, more or less, right? And then like it would be going all around, right? Obviously right now it's still the sketch phase. But it would be something like this, right? And of course that shit would be a little bit animated when I go into the rigging phase. So then I have to think, where would those beads come from? I think they would come from the bow, which should like sit in the back, so it would be like this. And like this, it would also be a callback to the cat motif that I have for the shroomies, right? Then like you would have like the ribbon like going kind of like this. Yep, like this a little bit, like so one would go here and the other one would go here. Like this. And the wait, the little motif could, like the little danglies could come from inside the hat actually. And so they'd come from those points, like right here inside. And they would like be kind of cute like this, right? I think it would look cool. That would look neat, right? I just have to make sure that it goes like yeah, like this. So it would fall from here and there, right? And then there would be one right here. Like this. I think that would look neat. The tip would still have the golden motif. You don't know what to eat? Usually what I do when I don't know what to eat, I still know that I want to eat, but I don't know what exactly. What I always go for is like kind of a breakfast. So bread with a little bit of butter and either some chocolate milk, mostly for myself because like I cannot drink coffee anymore. But you could go for coffee with like some sort of bread or a snack like this. Like this, the bread is kind of a filling, but it does not like, you know, completely feel like a meal. It's kind of like a snack. But perhaps that's the French in me talking. You don't drink coffee? Too bitter? I get it. For me, I kind of miss coffee. Especially because like in the later years, my parents had tried to buy real good coffee and we have like a good brewing machine, so we used like the coffee beans themselves and then like it would be grinded and turned into like coffee starch and stuff. But I know it's not for everybody. So yeah, no, like you can always go for milk if you're not lactose intolerant, and get something like that going. Yep. Should I have something like this going on? I don't know exactly. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, so then let's adjust the shape a little bit of the hat. There we go, like this. Yep. And then we add the bow right here. Yep. And then we go back to this. We go take this again and yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Let me see if it works with the long hair. Yes, it still works with the long hair. Good. All right. Mm-hmm. So this would be just some filigree, I think. So not really meant to be like completely outlighted and be of a discerning color. Right? Just some filigree a little bit. There we go. There we go. You're gonna make yourself a sandwich? That's a good idea. And a good way to get yourself enough nutrients as well. because I'm thinking that adding a veil to it would be a little bit too much, in my opinion. So yeah, I think the hat is pretty much like done. Once I get like all of this shit going. Taking a baguette with salad, tomato, cheese, and pickles. Mm-hmm. You're not adding ham? You're not adding ham or some sort of meat on in it? But so far it sounds good. Yeah, maybe salami. That might give you a little bit of something to... Something of substance. There we go. Alright, so the hat is done. Slayer, I had nothing for it, so I'm going to delete it. Yes. And then, like, what do we have even on there? This is, oh yeah, this is... Um... Drawing. Okay. So then I select this. Boom, boom. Now we're gonna get rid of the hair. No hair, so we can focus on... What is this? Where do those come from? Oh, it's the coat. Okay, so... It's from the cloak, so... Bit of mayo and mustard? Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of condiments, but I know people love it, so... Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Alright, so for the... I'm going to have to go way down into... Body shape, it's going to be like... we need to get this. Shit, I need to get this. There we go. What should I add to the ears? Because I think the sketch is complete. So it might be time to get started on everything else. Wait, no, I need to work on the add-ons. having something like this, because then it moves the sleeve. Moves the sleeve like this. Right? What? So the sleeve's like this. But for now, I think we should just like focus on getting all of those to work. All right, so we create another thing. Select everything except of course those two. So we can put them in here. Sketch model. There we go. And then we add another layer. And what I'm thinking of doing as well is I might take the head, like the head and face, and duplicate them on another layer, but much bigger, so that we can work and do a lot more big details. So I think this is what we're gonna do. No, taking this. We're gonna select this. Like this. Edit. Copy. File. Create new from clipboard. There we go. And then we go into edit and change canvas size. No, cancel. Edit image resolution. And so we go like a 10 logically. It should be good already. Yep. Okay, so it's going to size up. And like this, we will be able to already get the drawings a lot more sharper for when we resolution. So okay, boom. And like this, we can get drawing without worries. So this is the sketch. We're gonna get this done. All right. Yes, like this, we have like a good place to start. Then we need to get what's it called? This. We need a new layer. Symmetrical rule. We're gonna zoom in, and then we're gonna be like, no, it's not completely like this. And I think we are exactly in the center. Sorry about like my model fucking up. It's because of the webcam yet again. All right. Yeah, and I think this is like the exact middle. Should be the exact middle of the face. Maybe I should like wait, edit so that I can look width. Oh no, cancel. All right. And now we come in with all right. And this we make sure that showing all layers. There we go, perfect. What I do here is we're gonna draw again. What we could do is get rid of the hair. Um, uh, because you see now we have a lot finer lines because like we zoomed in so much. So that we get like the right shape for the eye. And then like literally we go like right this, like this. Yep. This is the lash line. Boom. Right. So this is the waterline, and we're gonna have like a highlight here. And then we go and draw the lashes on top. Right. And like this we can get a shit ton more like finer details. Okay. The eyebrows. Boom. And like this we're gonna have two separate what's it called, canvases. So we're gonna have the model, how it's going to look like at first, and then on top of that we're gonna have the separate parts for the face, but also for the different details, because I noticed whenever I would work on different models, especially towards like rigging the mouth, I would always have to redraw the mouth separately because it wouldn't be detailed enough, you know? Okay, so then we have like this slash right here. There we go. like this, we go in and color. So it will give us like a more detailed mapping of everything, you know? Mm. Bam 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 bow. Bow bow. And there we go. Like this. I think we have a good mapping for the eyes and the eyebrows, so let's name it. So oh shit, I pressed on the wrong button. Mapping. Alright, so then we go here. Need once again like a bigger brush, right? And this time we're gonna focus on drawing the face. Like this, okay. Then we go on the top of this. And we go here. So we have a good line for the face. Once again, it's storming out there. It's a little bit scary, but the face is looking, the face mapping is looking good. I like the lines that we have. All right. Face line map. Boom. Now we go take care of the lips. Like this. I need a bigger brush for the... Yep. Like this. So we have the lips. Lips mapping. Lips map. Okay, and then Get rid of this, and we're gonna do something a little bit scary, guys. We're gonna do the inside of the mouth. And for that, you started playing Nikke too. How do you like it so far? Yeah, you like it? I like it too. Like it's really freaking it's really good, and like the characterization is also like real good. So okay. For this, we're gonna have to map the skull of our girl right here. So skull map, because I like right now we're gonna prepare for like the cutting part of the character. So we know that the nostrils, they usually sit around here. Right now we're gonna make a skull. A skull. So that we have it facing us. So right, we have the cranium around here. Yep, like right here, and it would be the start of the teeth. Yep, like this. What we need now is the teeth. I think I have something for it already. I remember when I was making Zani's model last time, I had like downloaded some stuff to have like teeth references. Yes, there we go. Because yes, so then we have this, and this is the jaw. And it goes like this, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Boom. So we have this, and then like it shows that it goes here, and this is dark, right? And then we have like this is the eye sockets. Yep, it goes like this. All right, then we go back to our teeth. we add this. We make sure that the skull is slightly lighter. This we do not care yet, so we can have... So that we have the skull map. And again, we're... Ah, shit. Right, so this is the eye sockets. This is like the nostrils. And then we go in to draw the teeth. And so the teeth. So again, right now, what we are doing is not like drawing. Like it's not going to look like this, obviously, but it's giving myself a map. Right? So we have full molars, then we have the canines. Right? Then we have like other incisives, and then we have like how much? So 4, 6, 8. And there we go, right? Let me see if from this... Yeah, no. So this is the teeth. Up. Map. I know this might seem silly, but it's important after for the rigging, because like breaking down like how stuff works is going to be like pretty important. So this will be like the bottom teeth. Bottom teeth map. Boom. Because then again, like scissors, scissors. Then we have like those teeth like this, and then we start to have like molars to enter a 4, 5, and then the last one in the back, right? And instead of lying flat out like this, usually the teeth they're gonna like round, they're gonna be like this a little bit. So if I were to move this, right, goes like this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make the jaw, to separate the jaw. To separate the jaw to show you how like it's going to work, right? Actually, thinking it should be a little bit rounder. So this is the jaw, right? And then we have like the top of the skull. And what happens when you talk and when you move, like, you know, when you speak, it's your bottom jaw that moves. You can like, you know, move it that way or that way, but it usually is the only thing that moves, right? Thanks to muscle. So if you are to open wide, this is what happens. Your top skull never moves. Okay, and the reason why sometimes when we talk the ears move is because the muscles that allows us to stretch our jaw open is closely linked to the eyebrows and the ears, because like it's how it works usually. So the ears, if I hold up, let me get this back where it's supposed to be. So what happens with the ears, if I were to draw them like fully, you see where they sit? Hi Vu! I'm explaining how the human skull works and why it's important to know what you're doing, and how it works for later on during the rigging part. And so this is why we're looking at this little atrocity with teeth and all, because I was explaining how it works and how it moves. And so right now I was going to explain how the ears are. So usually they come from this point, right? On the human body, it's like right at your earlobe. Usually if you trace a line from your earlobe to your eye, it should sit right at your cheekbone. So the earlobe, right? Boom, it's right here. And it's important for us to kind of break this down because like it's going to help us during the rigging part as well. And then like we have the ear, like the elf ear, right? That goes like this. And we have the top ear, right? The bottom part of the ear. Like this is where the ear canal would be, and then it would go inside, you know? And then like we have those nice lines. We have kind of a Y thingy. This is the cartilage, and it looks a little bit different for everybody. And then we have like kind of this line to, you know, connect to the rest. Because if you look at my naming of my layers, right now I'm not saying it's the line art or anything. This is the mapping, and we separated the face from the rest of the body because the face in rigging needs to be higher definition, so we do so that we do better separation and better animation. But thank you, Vu. Thank you. You're adorable. But yeah, so this is the ears, right? So let me do the renaming. Ear is mapping. There we go. And then we need to obviously do the neck, right? Because the neck, it starts like, it starts right there. Have now everything for your sandwich? Let's go! Never mind about waiting in the car in 33 degrees weather. Because like you attract like-minded people. Yep. There we go. There we go. And so then the neck should sit like right here. Right. Yep, and then like we will have like the face shadow over here. Yep. But you got chip meat with like you'll make burgers? Ooh, neat. Hell yeah. There we go. So if we follow our map, right, the skull map, I think that, yeah, I positioned the horns perfectly because like this is kind of like the brow, like this is the brows where your brows sit and the temples, and so then it like the horns sit right here on the skull. So I positioned them correctly. Let's fucking go. All right, so now I can add the horns. And then like we make sure that hell yeah. And then we get like the horns to twist. Get the horns to twist. Boom. And there we go. And it goes like this. Like this. Boom. There we go. I'm happy. Vivo, tu es également très gentil et je suis heureux de pouvoir t'appeler ami. Thank you. Thank you. I was immediately about to correct your grammar. I will. So, thank you. I really appreciate that. And the only thing I will say is, you got the gist of it correct, but you forgot to use the correct pronouns. So basically, you just misgendered yourself by saying gentil and not gentille. You wrote it like, hold up. Let me get rid of this so I can start to write and show you. So you wrote gentil, but you should have wrote gentille. So with 2 L's and an E, because this is for masculine pronouns, is for mask. Yeah, we are special. Yeah, I like it. And then and gentil is for femme, feminine. Also, if you want to say a female friend, you need to add an E. So, ami. You see right there? You need to add an E at the end of ami. And then on top of that, you wrote heureux. So, heureux with an X. And if you want it to be feminine, it's heureuse. Like this. So you transform the X into an SE. This was my little French grammar lesson. Yeah. Learning French, yeah, it's terrible. And I know that you're like semi-serious. It still hurts your head. I mean, then again, it shouldn't hurt your head too much. Even though like, yeah, like German has a lot of pronouns. Der, die, das. I still remember der, die, das, but I don't remember exactly like which one to use at which point. Yeah, I know you are. And I know you are too. Okay. Okay, so I need to back out of this so that we have like this, and then we horns map on the map. So this should be good. But yeah, we should have like a good mapping of the skull and the face. So that is good. And now we're gonna have to think of the hair in layers. So this is going to be painful. Thank you for the impromptu grammar lesson. You're welcome. It's because I know you're wanting to learn seriously. De is male, D is female, and das is non-gendered. Yeah. Is a thing mostly. Disa is this person, and Yena is over there, the person. Yeah, I miss my German lessons. Like, I loved learning German, but it's so far back now. Kind of miss it. So what? Neck map. So then I need to get like this. Map face. And I need to get all of those. Put them here. This. We can speak German when you want, but you will cry because you're Austrian German. Better say the Vienna German. That would be funny. I kind of wonder if my brain will click back into thinking in German. Because, like, something that I try to do, especially when I'm talking English or when I'm talking French, is I completely change the way I think. You know? Better than the rest of Austria. It's like trying to learn English, but instead of learning English from Americans or the English, you try to learn from the Scottish. It's kind of that type in terms of accents and stuff. Boom, boom, boom. All right, like this. We are back at this again. Perfect. In English, you have the problem that some words completely different from the German word, so you must always search it or use other words. Yeah, I get it. Trying to see patterns is always quite hard. And what we need is... All right. Okay, so then we need to... Like this. Yep. So that we now may work on the back layer of the short hair. Got better as I learned people to know they only speak English. Yeah. No, it's hard because no one around you, IRL, aside from my friends, sees the value in learning other languages. Yeah. Like, sadly, that's a common thing as well. Like, usually they find it hard to learn another language, which it is. Like, learning a new language is hard. But then they're like, oh, we speak the main English. Like, we speak English is the main language spoken all around the world. Why should we bother? In 2019, you was at the TwitchCon London, and we all was speaking English. Yeah, you learned a lot. Yeah, that's the best way. Just go into a foreign country and try to force yourself to speak the language they speak. Usually it's a bit harder for you guys who are English or American. Hi fish. Hi. It's a little bit harder for you guys because like most other countries speak English, and so they can accommodate you. But this is why it's important to try. Ah shit. Why did it go all the way over there? Okay, so it goes. So the back layer. Good thing is they ask what you mean with specific words when they don't fit, and then you learn. Mm-hmm. Yee. That's real good. Okay. Then I do another one. Map of the face. And then like from here. Boom. Like this. Boom. So this is the back of the hair. Like this usually will like flow together. Right? Like this. This will float together. Yep. And then we add another one for the other side. Right. Like this. Yep. Yep. And then we go like this. Or should we just like go like this and then we... Yeah. That was weird. The wind was howling for a second. Hi, Hydra. Hi. Welcome in. How you doing? Right now, we are starting to separate the layers and get like some mapping of like how we're gonna cut the different layers for the model. So this is why you're looking at this mess of lines and stuff, right? I should get used to like putting stuff more like this, like on this side more. But like I'm left-handed and it shows on how I display the stuff. You're doing good. That's good. I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit more like lower energy today, so it's a chiller stream. But I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Like I'm having fun. All right, so now that this is done, then we need to start
Drink
building
water,
some
you
layer.
dehydrated bitch.
Ah, thank you. I'm going to drink up. And thank you for the stretch as well.
Don't forget to stretch.
Posture check. Yeah, actually I'm sitting quite alright. I'm sitting quite good. I usually don't have too bad of a posture. The only thing is I tend to lean into my tablet, and this is what happens when I lean into the tablet. You know? Like the model just freaks out. Which is annoying, not gonna lie. So I'm trying not to lean in too much, which is why I'm zooming in a bit more than I usually do. Okay, so we have all of those. So we have the back hair. It's hair. There we go. Then now we don't need it. We are going to start in the front layers. You're feeling still, your brain is somewhere else, and your body's here. I get you. I'm kind of in the zone as well, so I feel like I'm here, but at the same time I'm not. And I have to remind myself, oh yeah, you need to speak sometimes, you know? So now for the front hair. Like first I'm going to make the mapping of the like where the hair grows from, you know, like this, and then I get this back so I can like yeah, perfect. Boom. So then we add another layer, and this time we get rid of this. Boom, no. Like this. I want to make sure that it looks good. So I need to make it in one stroke, right? Like this. Okay. We have the first one. Then mm, mm, like this, perfect. Then we need like this. And we have this so that it shows the different direction of the hair. And so what's happening here is that it goes kind of like this, right? Yep. And then we get the shit. I have a hard time like making sure that it looks good. I think I've got it. Right. No, I need to make it on another layer, this one wispy thing. So I need to make sure that this layer looks good even without it, right? Mm-hmm. Ah, goodness. Are you guys getting EP too? Because I'm getting kind of EP, not gonna lie. I feel very relaxed, so that's one thing that I know I'm doing right. Right, like this. You're sleepy all the time. I getcha. I mean, yeah, that's logical. Your lungs must have been damaged, so always EP, but you're also in pain. Like me, for real, for real. I hope the pain subsides a little bit. I don't know if it's the type of pain that can go away. But like know that I'm here. I'm here for you, okay? I know that Zani is also in pain. He has pain in his foot, and so he's been limping around. And like, I feel sad for him, but I'm also like, welcome to my world, bitch. No, but like, literally, I just hope that you guys take care of yourselves, okay? If you need to rest up and stuff, make sure you do. Make sure you drink lots of water. Make sure that you get enough sleep, because I know most of you like are like fucking degenerates and get like very little sleep, which is actually real bad. Uh, but then again, I know that different people need different amounts of sleep, so still from the overworking. Oh yeah, I don't know where I've read it, but I've seen that burnout, like full-blown burnout, can like take quite a few, like it can take up to a few years for your body to really recover from that. So yeah, you were sleeping 9 hours. Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, Like, burnout is dangerous, guys. Be careful. Okay? Welcome to the Dory Night. You need 9 hours or more. I'm the same. Like, I think the bare minimum that I can, like, have a quote unquote working day with is 8 hours, but the entire day I will be in a foul mood. Pain in the left shoulder blade. Oh, then make sure to stretch it. To stretch it and to make sure that you're not like putting too much weight on it, and make sure not to overcompensate by leaning and stuff. It can be real bad. You had burned out 3 times. The second took me 5 years to recover. That's yeah, that's real bad. That's real bad. But I'm glad that at least you know your body, and I hope that now you take care of yourself enough that you avoid getting burned out as well. The stretch bands are really great for that. Yeah, that's true. I've seen some stretch bands, and it's often used, yeah, for like it's often used by athletes, if I remember correctly. Obviously, you have to apply it in a good manner, because like if you don't do it correctly, like it can be more harmful than any good. But yeah. Like, I know that apart from my leg, I usually have a good posture, and I have like a good muscle health. Because when I was growing up, I was actually doing a lot of climbing, and so I am aware of my muscles, and I kind of tend to have like good posture because of it. You have them in different strength, and they're great for 5e. I see. Alright, so now we have to do the other side. Boom. Like this, and then we go here. Then we go like this. Is it enough? I think it might not be enough. You have also stuff for hands to train. Yeah, that's really good. Make sure that you train your fingers and your palms and your wrists. Because like if you neglect doing that, it might end up like you might end up like having a arthritis later on in your life, and have like to do what my mom is going to go through like next week, and get like a carpal tunnel operation. And the reason it happens is often because like when you're using your hands, you're not like putting them in the right position, and so you're compressing a nerve and the tendons, like the carpal tunnel. You should, yeah, that would be good. Like something that I really miss ever since I became disabled, is like working out. I really miss working out. It just it just doesn't feel the same anymore. Like, because I know I'm strong and all of that, but like I feel like such a lump, such a dead weight. And not to get too sad and like dropping stuff on you guys, but like that's something that I wish I could get back. Sadly, no, it's not possible. I know what you mean, but the type of pain that I have, no matter which position I am in, it spreads throughout my body. I have tried working out even seated, but I can't do anything. I literally cannot work out. Like, even if I try to work out my arms, by being seated, because I'm using my ab muscles, it sounds like the back. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it, because actually the pain spreads from my ankle up my leg and sometimes up the back as well. Thankfully, I don't have my periods anymore, so at least I don't have those types of pain, which can add up. But yeah, like, you don't realize it, but whenever you do a movement, even a non-movement, you think maybe I'm just like using my arm, but usually you use like, if you do it right, you use all your body, your entire body, to do a movement. Like, you don't realize it until you have the type of pain that I have, and then you realize, oh shit, oh wow, like everything is linked, god damn. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's pain. It's pain. I have crutches. And so like I would like roll out of bed and I would have to reach out for the crutches, stand up on one leg, and then reach for them and be able to move around. But yeah, like it's kind of painful. And then like the shower as well, it's kind of hard. And yeah, like a lot of stuff gets hard. And like, I can still do like some stuff, but yeah, working on your hand, it's important, but make sure to remember that your hands, they're linked to your arms and your back and your chest and your core as well. Like, so make sure to not just work out the wrist and fingers, but make sure to take care of your back and your shoulders, because what I'm getting is that you'll have pain in your shoulder blades because of the position that you take when you write and the position that you take when doing stuff. Because your body, like, it compensates for the effort that you put in when you write, for example, or when you draw. So yeah. Do I have... Yes, so this is the front one. Done. Okay, so then we have to make another one for the little strand over here, right? Because you're a fritter, you sit much and it isn't good for the back. stand every hour and stretch it. Trust me, I had such back pain. I needed a doctor for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's important to stand up and move. It's important to make sure that you get the movement you need for your body. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, something that I have noticed. So, yesterday my dad got like he blocked his back by like he was in the shower and was washing his feet, and then he got completely blocked, and from then on, like, everything was super painful, and so like he was limping around, having a hard time to stand up, to sit down, to lay down, and there was basically nothing that could alleviate the pain. But something that my dad forced himself to do was to accompany my mom for some grocery shopping, and it helps a lot. He was in less pain after he moved around a bit because it was muscle tension. Obviously, it doesn't work for every type of pain, because like you have to know what's going on, but usually you're able to find something that works and makes you be in less pain. All right, so this good. And then I need to add a little bit more so that we have the one that goes here. Okay. Hold up. Hi, Ken. Hi. Welcome in. We're working on the hair mapping. Couldn't talk because you was driving? Mm-hmm. Good. Focus on the driving. Focus on the driving. It's important. Boom, boom, boom. This. What was I doing even? Now you lay down? Yeah. Get some rest. You've earned it. You've earned it. Let's go. Yeah, low energy. It seems it's a low energy day for everybody. Mm-hmm. Alright. Back on the grind. Boom, boom, boom. Because I know I want, like, something like this. Boom. Yeah, skeleton. This is so we have the map of how everything moves when we get to the different partings. So it's like a second sketch. It helps me to draw everything in the right place, basically. Boom. Goes like this. Like this and boom. Okay. Alright, so now we need to draw your whole gaze. So those we need to make this, and all that goes in here. Then we make a new one. Hold up, chat. Okay, so what happened is I made an oopsie. I was supposed to call the doctor's office to get some of my meds renewed, and I completely forgot to do that today. I completely forgot I had that to do, and so my mom was asking me, "Hey, did you do that?" And I was like, "Shit, I didn't." And the thing is, now there is no one at the other end of the phone line, so I don't think I'll be able to get my. I will probably have to drive there, or get myself driven there, or like call at a later time, because tomorrow I won't be able to reach anybody on there. There is no like office lady there, so yeah. But maybe I'll be able to get my little sister to do that. Because like on Thursday my parents leave for like 4 days. They go on a little vacation. So yeah. Just break-in, that's not the problem. That's the getting to the office that will be a little bit hard. Because like, you know, it's a little bit hard for me to drive, if not impossible. Like, technically speaking, I think I could force myself to drive because I'm driving an automatic. So there is no shifts, like speed shifts and stuff that I have to take care of with my left foot, but it's still going to be very painful. So I'll have to see if I cannot like get someone on the line like on Thursday morning, and I'll probably have to make myself a reminder. That's the thing. Instant transmission there, nobody's like, they only have an office lady answering the direct transmissions in the morning. It's the afternoon, late afternoon, and there's nobody at the medical office to receive my calls. And tomorrow they don't have office ladies at all. So yeah, because usually like what we did for my meds, we got like an agreement with the doctor, so he could. Oh, Oh, you meant teleportation type shit. I wish I could, but sadly it's not in the work. I'm no Super Saiyan. I'm not Super Saiyan, sadly. Alright, so now we have most of the hair shaped and stuff. So yeah, good shit. Wow. Alright, so then on the map face, I'll need like the tongue. Need to make the tongue. So the tongue, I'll need this. That's the tongue. There we go. I think it sits lower. I think it sits like... It's kind of like this a little bit. It's a bean. But yeah, no, I made an oopsie again. I made a silly. He did learn it from like an alien race, from like he stumbled upon their planet as he escaped planet Namek, and yeah, he got he learned it from them, and then he was able to learn it. Ah. Yeah, okay, good. From this... Now we need small lines. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Yes, through the body and stuff. Yeah, theoretically, humans could learn how to as well. Once we unlock chi, probably. Yeah. God. I think I might end the stream then today, guys. I hope you don't mind. I'm feeling very tired and very out of it. But I think we did well. So we separated the face. We mapped the hair. We mapped the face. We mapped where the eyes would fall, where the eyebrows would be. You kind of want to rewatch DBZ Kai and maybe force yourself through Dragon Ball and then watch Super. Yeah, like I think they're worth watching. But yeah. I'm feeling very strained, especially my ankle. I'm really sorry, but I think we did make quite a bit of progress. Right? Alright, let's go into just chatting for a little bit. Hold up, and let me just scoot around like right here. Right there. Cause yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but my eyes are half open on the model, and that is not a problem with the tracking. This is literally just my eyes are half open the entire time. So yeah. But I'm still happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back. You have no idea how happy I am to be able to see you again, guys. And I'll make sure that yeah, I come back more often. I don't want to strain myself too much because I don't want to do. Yeah. Thank you, Beninia. Boo boo, go away. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, but let's see if like anybody's live right now. Let's see. All right. Yes, I know I am currently live. Thank you for reminding me, Twitch. Wow. I couldn't tell. Well, Annie is currently playing through Hyrule Warriors. So, yeah, I think it would be neat from a chill stream to another. Yeah. All right. Let's send you guys over to Amiibo, all right? But thank you guys so much for coming around. I really appreciated it. I'm really glad we are back. I'm really glad to be back. All right. Are you guys ready? Yes, I'm good. Tomorrow is going to be me playing through, if the game is out. I think I'm going to play Wuthering Waves, if it's available, because I've been curious about this game. So yeah. Bye-bye everybody. Take care. Say hi to... Oh, it's Thursday? I thought it was Wednesday. So perhaps on Friday then. But bye-bye everybody. See you around next time. Wah. Wah.